Good morning, everyone. And when I say good morning, I really mean good morning. It is 4:59 a.m. out here in the Valley of the Sun, and that's this week's podcast. It's about the 5 a.m. Club. So one of the most impactful books that I read this year is called The 5 a.m. Club. It was actually the first book that I read, and it's probably the book that I've applied most to my life since starting this entire personal growth journey, if you will. Now, I recommend that if you're going to read this book, you either use like the Blinkist version of the book or some sort of summary version of the book. Half of it's like this weird story about a billionaire and an artist and an entrepreneur. But the back half of the book about the actual applicable lessons is incredible, and it's what I use every day of my life right now. Basically, the book breaks down three general areas of your life to focus on. Number one is freedom of distractions to achieve results. Number two is slowing down your brain through active rest of your brain. And then three is building a morning routine of an elite performer. So as the book implies, it calls for waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And there's some very specific reasons and examples given in the book about why that makes sense. I think we all hear the stories about really famous entrepreneurs and business people and geniuses and experts and all these people, and they always get up super early in the morning, and the book explains why they do it. The overarching thing is that your brain has limited bandwidth, limited capacity for what it's focusing on all day long. Think about it. As the day progresses, your attention is given to things like work and relationships and social media and news and all the things that life throws at you throughout the course of a day. So basically by lunchtime, you can't concentrate on anything. But by getting up at 5 a.m., you have a dedicated amount of time where you focus on only the things that you find most important. Also, by starting your day at 5 a.m., you're already doing what 95% of people are unwilling to do, which is a huge win for you and yourself. The book talks a lot about what they call day stack, which is a series of small things done daily is more impactful than a big thing done every once in a while. Think about if you enhance a skill 1% a day. That's a small incremental amount, but over the course of an entire year, you would have increased that skill by 365%, which is a massive amount. Now let's get down to like the nitty gritty, what I find most important. It talks about every day focusing on four main areas of your life: your mindset, your heart set, your soul set, and your health set. And you do that during a time period called the 20-20-20. So essentially 20-20-20 breaks down to when you wake up in the morning, it's the first hour of your day, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. And it's what you choose to do with that hour that's super important. The first thing is to get up and move for the first 20 minutes of your day. So for me, I'll take my dog for a walk, and then I'll personally run about a mile every single morning, the very first thing that I do. Number two, or the second 20, is about self-reflection. So this is where you would do things like journaling or meditation, basically anything to just reflect upon yourself. And then number three is about your personal growth. So the third 20 minutes should be spent reading an article, a blog, a book, anything that's helping you grow as an individual. So you have your health set, which is you running around in the morning. You have your soul set, which is the reflection and the meditation. You have the mindset, which is you reading and growing as a person. And then heart set is just the relationships that you have with people and making sure they're rock solid. Now, to go off on a little bit of a tangent, research shows that the last hour of your day is just as important as the first hour of your day. So you have to choose to spend it very wisely. Sleep deprivation is at like an all-time high in our society because your cell phone or your television emits blue light, which affects your sleep patterns. And so it's recommended that about an hour or two before you decide to go to bed, you put the phone away, you put the TV away, and you just build relationships with your loved ones. So conversations with people, relaxation, maybe more meditation, maybe reading. Anything you can do to start to begin to turn your brain off and get you to bed earlier will actually help you with the 5 a.m. club. Because if you're getting up at 5 a.m. every day, you start to go to bed a lot earlier. Like for me, I stay up till midnight every single day. And because I've been doing this for the entire year, essentially, I find myself perfectly fine going to bed around 9 o'clock, and I feel great. And I try to put my phone away. That's the hardest one for me. And then by the time 5 a.m. rolls around, I feel ready to roll. All right, let's get back on track. So part of your morning too should be around taking your phone and like hiding it for the first 2 hours of your day. I know it sounds crazy, but it's something I started to do, and I found my efficiency and my execution at work like skyrocketed. In the beginning, like there's like an addiction and you have to check your phone, and it's still hard for me to this day. But if you spend your morning like phoneless for the first hour or two, for a lot of people, that's when they get their best work done. And if they're able to tackle that in the morning, no phone, you're going to be amazed by your results. Now, of course, not everybody is a morning person, and that's something I'm going to cover in a future podcast based on another book that I read. But for the majority of people, if you can attempt to do this, I truly believe you'll be able to change your life. It sounds super crazy in the beginning, but as you begin to do it and you get that hour of your day, and you by 6 o'clock in the morning have already accomplished more than you're used to accomplishing an entire day, like you'll have no idea the trajectory of the way the day is going to go for you. Until then, if you want to do what elite performers do and what other people just aren't willing to do, it starts with getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning every single day. Stay healthy, stay distanced, and welcome to the Valley of the Sun.